Now then guys, welcome back to Dive Loop Coasters. My name is Sam and you join me today from the Pleasure Beach here to check out the Grand National. So it's been closed for quite a few months now. As you know, this is not my favourite ride on park. I find it quite rough, quite uncomfortable. So let's see what the work they've done. I know a few people that's ridden it and they're saying quite good things about it. It's a lot smoother, a lot more bearable. So fingers crossed, really hope so, as the layout on this coaster is fantastic. It's one of only 2 Mobius coasters left in the world. I just found it so rough that I couldn't actually ride it. So yeah, let's check it out and see how it's riding now. So definitely a lot of paintwork that going on here. It's looking a hell of a lot fresher. So yeah, the trains, it is running the 2 trains, so it's not the 4 as it did a long time ago. Still only at 1 either side. Yeah, we'll see how it rides. It is looking good though. It's nice to have this back open, as it was kind of you had this kind of dead area of the park here, especially when you had the kind of launch by closed and then this. So it's nice that everything's back up and running as it used to be. We've got a dispatch. It is still a very long process to load the train. That's 4 minutes now. Yeah, well, we've got to start what's going on. First time heading on this then for a long time, so it does actually open at 11 o'clock as normal, so you still have that hour there. Yeah, we'll see. We're going to head on the left side, as it was always the left side that won before, so let's check it out.
Okay guys, put your seatbelts on everyone, seatbelts on, don't forget it.
We're on them back row, all locked in, yeah, bit nervous. See when I come off. It's a hell of a lot better, 100%. That is fantastic actually. You know me, I've never liked this ride, it's always been a bit rough. It's still rough, don't get me wrong, it ain't a smooth ride, there's nothing smooth about it. It's bearable now, but what I will say, it's a lot quicker. It feels it anyway. I was on the back row there, I'm going to go straight back around it again and then kind of do the other side and do a couple of different rows, but from that first ride, I spent the whole time out on my seat. That was really good, airtime just incredible. So I'm going to head on the other side quickly now and then we'll do a more in-depth review towards the end of the video. Okay, so on the other side now then, on the other train. And we're row number 8 this time as well. Best row on the train, and then we'll see. Let's go. Number 2 done then. Honestly, it is so much better than it was before. I can actually ride it now, not be in pain. What I will say, so a few things I've noticed before I do my kind of in-depth talk is the blue train, you know when you get to the end and the little kind of lever lifts up to release the bars? The red train works, so the other side, that side works. This side, the guy is having to go up the train and manually release each car individually. So if you sat on the back, you kind of wait in a minute or 2 for him to do that. So not quite sure what that's going on there. The red train, as I say, is fine. So maybe it's just this side, but I've only seen it on that side on the blue train. So yeah, maybe there's something there. I was on the second to back row there, so it was a non-wheeled seat. It's smoother. It's not much different, to be honest, to a wheeled seat. It definitely feels like the 2 are a lot closer now than they used to be. So it's not like, you know, if you're on a non-wheel seat, you're just, you know, in for a head chopper. You're absolutely fine, to be fair, on both the seats. I don't know how long it's going to last. I'm going to go on it again, and I kind of talk a bit more in depth. So I'm going to go, so I have 2 rides on each. So I'm going to do the front row and then somewhere in the middle of the train, and then we'll have a really good in-depth talk about my opinions on this ride, as it is, first impressions, phenomenal, but I am worried about its longevity. Back on again. Yeah, it seems to be this common thing. I don't know if they're turning the turnstiles off, but you just kind of wait in here and there's no one in the queue, so I'm not really sure what's going on there. Which side shall we go on here? I reckon we'll go on this one, as we'll probably be on the next train again. So we'll try and get someone at the front this time and see the difference, but you do get a lot of airtime around the back. So. Okay, I appreciate that it stopped much quicker now, but yeah, there ain't no one getting through that gag, I tell you. Alright, so it's a 2 minute 14 cycle, so it seems very similar to how it used to be. So no change there in the speed or anything. They've still got this bloody horrible computer system now to do this braking, so I didn't expect them to change it, but yeah, I kind of was hoping, but yeah, it takes a long time, so we'll see how long it takes them to unload and load the train. We're going to dispatch, so we go 4 minutes 31 seconds there for that dispatch. It's not brilliant, but it is the Grand National, and to be honest, for the Grand National, it's actually reasonably quick. Right then guys, so I just had 4 rows there on the Grand National. I've had 2 on either side, I've had 2 on each train, and I've had 2 at the back and 2 at the front. So we've done a bit of everything there. So, it's better, but it's still rough. It really is. So I don't think you're going to make this coaster smooth, to be fair. You know, it's 90 years old, it's celebrated its 19th birthday, so, but what they have done, you can really tell they've done a cracking job on it. So the 2 back row rides, I'll say straight away, they were way better. So when I was on the front rows were, to be honest, not much different to before. They were quite painful. I got quite bad winded on one of them on the very front row. So what I would say is sit on the back. So if you go on the back, you actually get it's much better because it's quicker, you get whipped down the drops, and also you get the dueling with the other train because you can't really see it that well from the front. So I definitely say sit on the back. When you are on the front, so as you're kind of going down, because you're waiting for the train, so you're kind of hanging over the edge, it then pushes you, because when obviously over half the train goes over the drop, you then start to speed up, and it pushes you right at the moment where it's quite, you know, you get the little jolts at the bottom of the drops, so you get pushed over that bit and it bloody hurts, to be fair. So definitely sit on the back. If you sit on the back, it's a much more enjoyable ride. I've also done on the wheeled seat at the very back, and I've done the row in front, and honestly I don't know if it's that much difference, to be fair. They do seem to be fairly comparable. The blue train is definitely smoother than the red train, I'll definitely tell you that one straight away. And I did the back row on both, and the blue one was a lot smoother than the red one. It's not rough, it's not like super uncomfortable, it's perfectly enjoyable, and that's coming from me. Everyone knows I'm not a massive fan of this ride, but I will say that the changes they've made to this is a damn sight better, but definitely sit on the back. They've done a lot of painting up around the area as well. You can see from the shots that I've been filming there, they've done quite a lot of painting. It's looking a hell of a lot better as well, and it seems like they've replaced the chain or cleaned it up or something, maybe just greased it, but the chain's looking a hell of a lot healthier. It's quieter as well. It just overall, the coaster's just had a really good kind of refurbishment, so it's looking a lot better. Here we go. Yeah, you get a lot. Right, why am I worried about this ride? Okay, so if anyone rode the Big Dipper before it got its refurbishment, yes, it was a little bit bouncy, a little bit rough. After its refurbishment, it was like glass smooth. It was really good, to be fair, really enjoyable. Now it's back to where it was. If anything, it's actually probably worse than it was before. You really get banged off the track on the Big Dipper, and that was what, 2 years ago now. I'm very worried about the longevity of this coaster because those trains really hammer the track. You can really feel it in places. Like already there's like kind of like little notches being kind of dug out where it kind of bangs into the, especially the bottom of the drop, it kind of bangs into the bottom of the drop, as I mentioned, when the kind of the front gets pushed into it, and you can already feel dips in the channeling. So really, this coaster's not going to stay very smooth for very long. I'm just being honest with you. I reckon 2-3 months this coaster's going to be riding like a trolley again. So what I would say, if you love the Grand National, Matt, I'm looking at you, I know you bloody love it. I know there's quite a lot of you that do love it. Get to the Pleasure Beach as soon as possible and honestly come ride it, because this is the best ride experience I've had on this ride in a very, very long time. And I just don't see it lasting. Just because the weight of the trains, the weight of the people in the train, The track takes an absolute hammering. And I was saying earlier that it's just running the one train either side. To be honest, I think that's probably for the best. They don't have 4 trains anymore anyway, from what I recall, as they've been cannibalising 2 of the trains to get the other 2 working. However, if you were to put 4 trains on that, you're basically doubling the, you know, the kind of wear and tear on the track, because obviously there's 2 lots of trains going around as opposed to 1. It's just not going to last. I reckon, like, you know, a couple of weeks and the ride's going to be terrible again. So I really worry about the longevity of this coaster. So come down and ride it now, as right now it is fantastic. And currently, Grand National is the best Woody in the country. But that's it then, guys. If you have found value in today's video, please make sure to like and subscribe. You can follow us on Instagram at @DiveLookCoasters for all the latest. But from me, with the Grand National here today, thank you so much for watching. Good night, God bless, see you in the next one.